Hey guys, today I'm gonna be sharing some Easter crafts for your kiddos. I hope you enjoy them. Let me know which one is your favorite in the comments below. For this first activity, I drew a simple basket on a white piece of paper. With a brown marker, I alternated vertical and horizontal lines to make a basket weave pattern. Then I cut out of a sheet of different colored pieces of paper eggs. I freehanded it, but you could also draw a rough shape and then cut them out. I would definitely recommend using spring colors to make the eggs more Easter-like. Then you're going to give your child the eggs and some markers and let her decorate the Easter eggs. I helped her with this. She wanted me to do it with her, so I did some more traditional Easter patterns while she just did some drawing, and she was so happy with the way that they turned out. Then with a glue stick, you're going to add the Easter eggs to the basket. I would recommend encouraging them to place the eggs in the white space of the basket because on the basket rim there, we're going to add something in the next step. So putting them in the white space will allow them to see all of the Easter eggs once the project is fully complete. And once they have those all how they like them, then you're going to go ahead and put glue all over the rim of the basket, that brown part there. And if the eggs are touching it, then go ahead and put glue on the eggs too. And then you're going to take a handful of Easter grass and place that and push it into the glue. I did cut the Easter grass into smaller pieces before I gave it to her just to make it a little bit easier. And once they're finished, you'll have a cute Easter basket just like this one to display where all can see it. Next up, we have a number recognition activity. You're going to need 12 Easter eggs. You're going to need some Easter counters. I got these from the Dollar Tree. If you don't have them and don't want to go buy them, you can totally just use something you have on hand, like these glass beads or something, just something small that will fit in the Easter eggs. Then you're going to grab a muffin tin and some cupcake liners. I chose spring colored ones, and you're going to write numbers on the bottom of the cupcake liners. I have some silicone ones that I use a dry erase on. And you're just going to do numbers that you want to work on, 1 through 10, say. You're then going to fill your eggs with those counters corresponding to the numbers that you wrote on those cupcake liners. So if you wrote 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 twice, you're going to fill 2 1 eggs, 2 2 eggs, 2 3 eggs, 2 4 eggs, 2 5 eggs, so on. You know, whatever numbers you wrote on the cupcake liners, make sure you have eggs that match those. Once you have those all filled, grab an Easter basket with some Easter grass and put the filled eggs in layers in an Easter basket. This creates a sensory aspect to the number recognition game, and then opening the Easter eggs and using the manipulatives in their hands adds the fine motor and hand coordination skills to this too. So then your child will reach into the Easter basket, grab an egg, open it up, dump the counters out or just see how many there are in the egg, count them, and find the cupcake tin paper that they belong to. And then when this project is over, you will have counters in each little cupcake liner. I would recommend having them set the used eggs aside rather than back in the basket. That way when they pull them out, they don't get confused and pull out an empty egg. Next up, we're going to do a craft to work on those fine motor skills. I took a scrap piece of cardboard and drew the outline of a bunny head. I freehanded it, but go ahead and draw it how you like it first and then go over it in a marker. Once you have that done, you're going to need some glue and some white beans. To start, I did the first line of glue for my daughter and just had her put the lima beans on that line so that she could see, what you were supposed to do. And after that, I gave her the glue and let her squeeze on the glue so that she could get those little squeezing muscles get that workout in for her fingers, and also just to kind of, work on the gluing skills. She really, really enjoyed that, and then she placed the beans as she wanted. I will say that I would let them do beans one by one as they do it until they kind of get burnt out. And once they do, you can show them a method where you add a bunch of glue to a spot and then you take a handful of beans and kind of dump them all on that glue spot and spread them out a little bit. She really enjoyed that. That got her re-engaged in the activity after doing it. And that is also why I would recommend using a spare piece of cardboard rather than a whole big cardboard box or something, because there are so many little beads, they will get tired of the activity if the bunny is too big.
Once they have all of the beans in place how you want it, let your project completely dry. I did not here because I didn't have time to let it dry to finish filming, but I would definitely recommend to let it completely dry. And once it is, then you can go back and with a Sharpie or just with a marker, you can add eyes, a nose, and a mouth to this cute little bunny. You're then gonna have something cute to keep for decoration as well as for the little kiddos to run their fingers across. It's a really cool sensory board for them for the Easter season as well. Next up, you are going to draw some eggs on a sheet of paper and then with a marker, write in numbers in those eggs, whatever numbers you want to practice at this time. You could do multiple sheets of paper with, bigger eggs. You could do smaller eggs. We did about 3 sheets of these before she got kind of bored. Then I pointed to the number. She told me what it was. And then she counted and drew stripes on the Easter eggs, coordinating to the number that she said. So that was 3. She drew 3 stripes. There, she told me it was 5. And then I said, how many stripes are you going to draw? She said 5. So then we counted 5 stripes, and they could use whatever colors they want. This was basically decorating the Easter eggs. So if you wanted, you could do dots, you could do squiggles. It doesn't have to be lines, but lines are at her age are what's kind of the easiest thing for her to draw. Again, you can pick any numbers you want, you can do as many eggs as you want, and you can use whatever colors or designs in the eggs that you want. Last up today, we're going to do some gross motor with some hand-eye coordination and balancing skills. So to start, I have an Easter egg on a spoon, and in the Easter egg is some beans just for some weight so it doesn't roll off as easy. The first thing I had her do was use 2 hands to balance it across the room. Then she did it again one-handed. Then we made an obstacle course and she had to do it against the obstacle course. Again, we did this twice, once with using 2 hands and once with using 1 hand. She really, really enjoyed this. She did this all day long. She ended up adding more things to her obstacle course. She showed Dad when he got home from work, and then she just played and played on the obstacle course without the egg. So that was really a fun activity and would definitely recommend this one. See that little smiling face.
That's it for today. If you enjoyed these, please consider subscribing to this channel and giving this video a thumbs up. My name is Addie. If you're new here, I have 3 little kiddos and this channel is all about kids, crafts, and activities like you saw today, as well as motherhood and just kind of what is going on in my life. So if you want to be a part of that journey, hit that subscribe button and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.